In this video, I'll explain what a statistical treatment is. I'll show you what it means for data analysis. I'll show you how to choose a statistical test. And I'll also explain what statistical treatments mean for fact analysis or in a thesis or experiment. Generally speaking, statistical treatment is a catch-all term. It can mean a wide range of things in descriptive statistics, which summarize data, or summary statistic and inferential statistics, which make predictions and test hypotheses. A treatment could be anything from finding standard deviations or sample standard errors to finding t-scores, z-scores, or calculating correlation coefficients. But perhaps the biggest issue in statistics is choosing a hypothesis test. A statistical treatment is sometimes used specifically to mean a hypothesis test, and there are dozens of them. So choosing one can be a bit overwhelming. The good news is that one of the more popular tests usually does the trick. That is, unless you have very unusual data or you're working within very specific guidelines like medical research. This flowchart shows several tests for a single population and what kind of data is best suited to those tests. You're going to start at the top left and choose what kind of data you have. There are three choices: nominal, that's categorical; ordinal data is ordered; or interval ratio data. From there you answer a few simple questions about the number of variables, and the chart will show you the most appropriate test. Let's say, for example, you had nominal data with one variable. The best test is the chi-square goodness of fit. However, if you have interval data, you're studying differences between groups, you have one sample, and you don't know the standard deviation for the population, the best test would be a z-test. The chart shows a dozen of the most popular tests, but we can whittle it down even further than that. This chart takes the four most popular tests and tells you what kind of variables will work for that test. For example, if you have a nominal independent variable and a nominal dependent variable, then the chi-square test should work for you. On the other hand, if your independent and dependent variables are both interval ratio data, then consider running Pearson's correlation. A few final notes on statistical treatment. In factor analysis, independent variables can have two or more different conditions called levels. Any combination of levels is a treatment. Here's an example of an experiment with 9 treatments. Treatment number 5 is where participants are given drug A weekly. All of the other treatments have different combinations. You might also be asked for a statistical treatment when writing a thesis or conducting an experiment. Basically, it means to summarize your results. You'll want to include measurements and the formulas used. For example, the following experimental summary is from Statistical Treatment in Acta Physiologica Scandinavica. The researcher summarizes by saying each of the test solutions was injected twice. He goes on to give a few statistics, the fact that pain values are reported as means, and he goes on to provide actual formulas for the mean, standard deviation, and standard error of the mean. I hope you found the video helpful. Please take a moment to subscribe to my channel, and I'll see you in the next video.